Real bits. Reviews and gaming. Hey everybody, welcome back once again. As you can see, I now have an opening for my YouTube videos. And that's something that's very bare basic right now. I'm going to expand upon that, make it better, try and get some with somebody that I know that's more musically talented and had experience in it, as well as get some different voices for the different openings and such. So as time goes on, that'll be expanded. I'm still wearing the same costume. Either tomorrow or Monday I am going to go out and get some more stuff for it. But today I was busy and I have a 3-day weekend luckily, so Monday I probably go Monday and get some more stuff for Base Hotel. But anyway, I'm going to do a quick discussion, nothing like the James Avery Harold Ramis death discussion. Something I should have done a while back, but it was while I was, was doing my videos and I was in kind of a down spot. But I want to talk really quick about the regeneration of Matt Smith's Doctor. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. If you have seen some of my older videos for Halloween when I was doing different reviews, I dressed up as the second Doctor. But I want to talk about Matt Smith's regeneration, because because I really like Matt Smith as a Doctor. I know a lot of people don't, and to be fair, I think not a lot of it, but at least some of it is because he followed Tennant. And while I don't think, I like Tennant a lot, but I don't think he's all that everybody else says he is. I don't think he's all that great. Really good, but I think he's overhyped. And you could say the same thing about Matt Smith in your opinion, but I totally get that. But I think it was because he followed Tennant, and so many people just didn't like him just for that reason, and they automatically had in their minds they didn't like him. And with any new Doctor, no matter how good he turns out to be, you have to get used to him. Because you're so used to the old one. You may like the old one more in the end, you may like the new one more in the end. But no matter what happens, even if you end up loving the new Doctor, oh my god, he's so great, you still have to get used to him. So that's that. But like I said, Matt Smith is one of my favorites. And leading up to the news that he was going to regenerate was odd, because we kept hearing, he's going to stay on, great. Matt Smith's going to continue. And all of a sudden it was just like, boom, oh yeah, guess what? He's not continuing. He is going to regenerate in the Christmas special. And it's just like, whoa, what? It was almost literally like reading that he is going to stay on one night, waking up the next morning, and oh no, he's not. It was such a sudden change. But now the episode itself wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It definitely had its flaws, but I did not like it. Definitely wasn't up to the hype and the build-up, but it was I liked the episode alright. It was, like I said, flawed, but passable at the very least to me. Now the regeneration. The regeneration itself, like when he actually glowed and changed into Capaldi, was really rushed, so sudden, and you really didn't get to see it that well. I think that was poorly executed, but I think everything leading up to the regeneration was so great. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the pictures of, and if you haven't, look them up. When Matt Smith is reading his lines, his final line, he busts out crying, and everyone around the table comes in and pats him on the back and is giving him hugs, calming him down. But his whole speech about how you have to remember who you were, and then he's talking about all his past regenerations, and he says he'll never forget one line of this, one word of this. I don't remember the exact quote, And then one of the one of the best quotes I've heard so far is in his regeneration when he says, "I'll never forget when the doctor was me." And it's so emotional. And I had prepared myself for this because, like I said, I am a big Smith fan. Knew he was regeneration totally sucked for me. But I mentally prepared myself for this. And I was sitting there and I was like, I'm fine, this sucks, but I'm okay. And I start seeing somebody in the back, I'm like, oh God, I know who that is. I just know who that is. You're really going to do this to us. So, of course, it's slowly built up, but not too slow. Like I said, the regeneration itself was rushed, and that was bad. But everything leading up to it was very well paced. You could really see the pain and sorrow in Smith's face and Jenna's face. They're both really good actors. Really starting to like Clara a lot more than I did when she first started, and companions are the same way as the Doctor. You have to get used to them because I loved Amy and Rory. Loved them so much. It was a great love story. They acted so well together. Rory became so badass. Amy became so awesome. The chemistry between the two was so good and so believable. And between all three, between the Doctor, Amy, and Rory, all three of them had great chemistry. One of my favorite trios next to Troughton, Jamie, and Zoe. I've always wanted the three to meet. Of course, it's impossible now, but that's just a concept that if they could somehow do it, would be so freaking awesome. But like I said, I'm liking Clara a lot more. She's really awesome to me now. But you could tell she was really sad. You could tell she acted so well. She looked so miserable and sad because she didn't understand what was going on. Usually, when Matt Smith said, "The Doctor is coming any minute now," and he said, "Who?" He said, "The Doctor." "But you are the Doctor." And she even said that she is, I can't remember her exact quote, but she's not ready. It's going to take her time to get used to Capaldi's Doctor because she loves Matt Smith's Doctor so much. And that's, of course, who she originally was cast with. But, I'm kind of jumping all around the place, but that scene was really well done. I loved how emotional the build-up was. And it was already tugging at my heartstrings. And then, like I said, you saw the figure in the background, and everybody knew who it was. So obvious who it was. And of course, Amy starts walking down. I'm just like, oh God, no, you're not doing this to me. So, of course, that builds so much on The Angels Take Manhattan, which was another episode that had a lot of flaws, but the ending was so emotional, so great. Again, Amy and Rory worked so well together, but it was such a big time. It was such a sad point for me because they left, and that's just bringing back all those memories. And of course, it's sad, but it's so good at the same time because it really makes you feel something. You're not just sitting there like, okay, she's coming back, blah. But she walks up to him. It's not really in slow motion, but it's kind of slowly paced, well paced at that. And of course they're wearing wigs, which everybody has pointed out, but it still looks totally real. And she kind of caresses on the cheek, and she says, "Raggedy Man, good night." And then the bow tie falls, and that was just, it was just, oh my God, I'm about to start wailing and sobbing on the floor and all this. And so well done. My favorite regeneration I've seen so far. And I know you Tenet fans are like, oh my God, 10's was so much better. And you're right, because that's how you see it. You're completely right. But the way I see it, 11, and it's because I like 11 a lot more. was so much better because I honestly didn't want to see him go. Tenet, I was like, yeah, it sucks, but I'm okay with it. And with 11, I really don't want to see him go. But I do have to say that with Capaldi, I really think I'm going to like him. I don't think he's going to be better than Smith or Troutman to me. Or Troutman, I think it's pronounced. I can say it both ways. But anyway, just from what I've seen in video clips of him in other roles, he seems to be a great actor. He can do a range, comically cursing like he's in the Loop, or I've seen other clips where he gets really emotional. It's such a balance. Even in The Day of the Doctor, when all you see is he flips a switch and you see his eyes, it's already so awesome. And his introduction into the last episode we've seen with Smith's Regeneration, the Christmas episode. Do you know how to fight this thing? So great. I am really looking forward to seeing him, even though I'm going to miss Smith so freaking much, because not only is Smith a really good doctor, but if you see things behind the scenes, he's a really good person too. He's always down on the level with the kid fans. He sent a video message to a 4-year-old who's dealing with some kind of cancer or some kind of, very critical terminal illness, who's a big fan of Doctor Who, and you have to think about that. If you were that young and in that position and you get a personal video message from your hero, not just some random person, that's got to lift up your spirits so much. And in the video, he was his quirky, doctor-y self, and so great. You've got to look it up. But anyway, really excited for Capaldi. Really going to miss Smith, but I think the show is going to continue to be great, even with the obvious flaws that can be in the show now. But that's just something I really wanted to discuss, and I should have done it earlier, but now it's done. So, I'm probably going to keep this high because I'm really liking it. Probably I'm going to add some stuff to it. I think it's enough in different colors to distinguish myself away from the nostalgia critic, which was my biggest fear about the tie. Because, his is a lot lower down, and it's kind of like you see in stuff when somebody comes home, they take their tie down, but it's still on. And with everything else added, but, it's such a simple concept. Kind of a sooty aspect in a tie. It's, it's what a lot of people would think of, and of course I want to add to it to make it unique, so I hope that distinguishes me enough from him. But, Bates Hotel is now coming on at 10 o'clock, which sucks, because I wish it was still at 9, because with it 9, it's no contest when I'm going to watch either that or The Following, because as much as I really like The Following, it's the least favorite of shows that come on Monday night. But now it's on the same time slot as Castle, and I really don't know which one I'm going to watch first, so that's conflicted. But since I have the day off on a 3-day weekend, I should be able to get the review of that night. Because instead of having to come home and catch up on everything, I'll watch The Following as it airs, and I'll either watch Bates or Castle as it airs, and immediately after, I'll watch the recording of the other. And that'll save me a lot of time. And I'll be able to get the review shot after that and get it up. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Kind of different, but just discussing something that has to do with TV shows, which is my whole thing, apart from the Let's Plays and gaming. Oh, and one thing, I'll try to link in the comments. I mean, not in the comments, but in the description. I have a PS4 now, so I'm going to be doing Twitch live streaming. So Real Bits now has a live streaming thing. And I'm getting the new Metal Gear Solid game, Ground Zeroes, very soon. I'll be live streaming that, so I'll send you guys the link to that. And I hope you guys enjoy everything. Peace out.